Hey, welcome back to another video, and today is beautiful day to finally upgrade our heating system because we survived our winter with a super cheap Chinese diesel heater, and now it's perfect time. Why not to upgrade our heating system? Yeah, unfortunately we couldn't afford this heater earlier because this thing is quite expensive. This heater is $1,500, while our previous heaters were from China and they were like around $300. Unfortunately, this video is not sponsored by anyone except our friends who helped us to buy it. So yeah, shout out to our friends. So how I understand, in the main box, this is our main heater. So we'll put it for now on the side. What I can say right now, so this fuel hose is pretty good quality, the best quality which I ever seen so far. I was thinking it's gonna be a super fast swap of old heater to the new one, but no. First of all, we would need to replace through hole because we have 22 millimeters. This is a 24 millimeters outlet. So yeah, exhaust pipe is bigger on this heater than on the Chinese one, which is quite unfortunate, but I already ordered through hole, so we should get it tomorrow. So this guy is a controller. Have no idea what this controller can do, but I'm pretty sure it has a scheduling and some other stuff. There's a lot of manuals inside. Here's our controller. Here's how it compared to Chinese controllers. So think about it this way. Each heater lasted usually around 2 months. I don't know why, but in our use case, each of these diesel heaters lasts around 2 months. We would be lucky if it would be 3 months or so. Our air diesel heater working for 3 months already, surprisingly, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna die soon. Each of these heaters around 300 bucks, 400 bucks, more or less. If you will buy it from AliExpress, if you will buy it from Amazon, it would be closer to 500-600 bucks, which is kind of insane if you think about it this way. So 2 months is not really a lot, but if you calculate amount of hours the heater works, it's 24 hours by 30 days, more or less 2 months. So we get around 1,500 hours. Now, this guy from Eberspächer, they have warranty 2 years or 2,000 hours. So technically, in our use case, we would destroy our warranty in 3 months, which is, I don't know if it's worth it. I don't know how it's gonna last, but I really hope this one is gonna last longer, because if this thing is gonna die after the same 2-3 months, yeah, I mean, yeah, it built better, I can tell right away, but does it worth it? Not really, I don't think so. One thing which I really like for this one, it already have all crimp connections. Let's say these wires here. I can just basically cut as many wires as I need to left, etc. and so on. So I can make really clean installation with this wire kits. And the wires itself, they're really good quality compared to Chinese ones. So all crimps and everything, it's all marked, like for example, do not bend here and etc. and so on. It's really well done. This thing has its own manual. So this is for our controller manual. Okay, so this is extra installation manual. And here it has also manual on a disc. All right, I'll be back in several hours.
A few moments later.
Alright, maybe I would need a little bit more time. So after reading all of this stuff, I figured out what I need to find out what's on this disc. Yeah, because all of this information is technically only warnings, and there's too many information on the website, so I hope I will be able to find the right manual on this disc. Otherwise, I would need to read the entire website. Alright, it's getting more complicated. Yeah, so I guess it's gonna take a little bit more time. I spent all day yesterday trying to understand what's supposed to go where, but this is our liter heater. Here it is. Looks just a heater. I mean, the quality-wise way better than the Chinese one, of course, but it's cost like 4 or 5 times more. So yeah, worth it. So basically, there's only 3 connections here. One goes directly to the water pump. I hope This wire is going to be enough to put from this control panel all the way down there and to the heater somewhere under this paper towels. Is there really enough wires to go from there to here? Yep. It looks cool if it would work from the first time. Wow, I can tell for sure that it's more than enough wires. So you can see it's go all the way here, and there's, I don't know, extra 2-4 meters. The cool thing about this control panel, what I did it as a module, whatever, just no explanations. You can tell this thing is garbage compared to this one. I have a problem with the belt. Corners lifted up and yeah, the belt just jumped a couple of teeth. So I had to modify file a little bit.
Meanwhile.
Yeah. Now we're ready to assemble. Alright, while I'm draining my water system to remove old heater, I will tell you a couple words about our previous heaters. So this is the only part which is left from our first heater, which was the cheapest one actually. And this controller is one of the best which we had. You can basically control everything from this one. It had a really cool remote control. Our second heater over here, how you can see, I didn't pay a lot of attention on installation, and I didn't even print a special mount and everything because I kind of knew what it would not last long. And the second one actually lasted not a lot at all. So basically it was broken right away from day one. There was issue with the exhaust temperature sensor, this one, and how you can see by wires, I was able to reuse the old sensor from our previous heater for this one. So it's just go constantly in the error mode. Yeah, have no idea what to do with this one. So I get this flexible, aka Webasto exhaust, and how you can see it started leaking all over the place after maybe a month of use. After I install original from Eberspächer, I will make another video after several months and I will show you what's the difference, if there's any difference, but this one is really bad. Also, I need to change pump, need to change these things, need to change these flexible hoses. Also need to cut all wires from here. This is all just, this is a lot of wires. This is insane. So this is entire wires, not only for one heater, but for 2 heaters from China. This is it, nothing else. And this is amount of wires. They're coiled up, but even coiled up, they're looking a lot. This is insane. This doesn't look that bad. But for example, this one, this is the cheapest. But again, it's not the worst what you can get. If you're planning to use it inside of the boat, I'm pretty sure this connections is gonna be fine, because the heater itself died faster than all of these connectors, so hard to blame bad wiring or anything. Here we have it, 2 heaters. The Chinese one and European one. What I can tell for sure, so they looks pretty much dissimilar, but this is a copy of Webasto something. Looking around, I definitely can see the plastic quality, the fasteners and everything, so this looks way better. What's your thoughts about all of this? Anna, you didn't listen to me. Anna! Oh yeah, one more thing which I also forgot to mention. So originally the hoses here, there's a plastic connector 90 degrees which connects here, and you just basically clamp it to this cast aluminum part, something like that. So I was looking some reviews on the internet, and a lot of people noticed what this thing can crack in half if you tighten it too hard. So I was really scared to tighten those things down. So this guy has this plastic piece. So basically you just insert them here at the top, and you just use this plastic piece to bolt it down. So it's not even this aluminium thing. Okay, I guess it's more reliable. I don't know. Honestly, both of them looks kind of sketchy in terms of connection of those pipes. Wow, now I can see well, there is nothing ever been installed here, and it took me maybe like half an hour. I hope this guy is gonna fit somewhere here.
One eternity later.
I spent maybe an hour or more to install those hoses. To put all of this over there, like there's, I don't know, like 15 centimeters here of clearance, and here this thing is going up, so I literally cannot see what's going on. Plus there's exhaust pipe here, so I even cannot poke my head there. Everything is already installed. It even looks better than it was before, for sure. So everything's straight, everything is secured. I hope I don't need to remove it in 2 months. Basically I need to connect exhaust pipe, fuel pipe. I think I'm gonna use the same one. Don't really think what I need to install the brand new one. And basically only wires gonna be the last part. Refuel the water in the system, and we technically ready to go. Here's a close-up of 2 exhaust pipes. So the Chinese one on the right and the original one on the left. Interesting fact, the Chinese one, if you notice here, it's actually 2 layers, and original one is 1 layer. Look at all of these wires. This is already more or less cleaned up. We also tied up those things.
Eventually.
Woo! It looks like we're done for today here. I mean, look at that. Alright, so here I'm trying to set up controller for the first time. Here I don't know what I'm going to expect, but I can tell you right now what there was a lot of problems. With this heater, I cannot adjust temperature, I cannot prime fuel, I cannot do anything. It's just pre-programmed, and it is what it is. For example, on a previous Chinese heater, we could easily set the temperature to 60 degrees, and for this one the maximum temperature is 80 degrees and you cannot adjust it, so it will heat up your water to 80 degrees regardless. Plus you would not be able to prime your fuel pump, so the only option is to start your heater. It will go to errors, and after you need to clean errors. It's quite annoying. Another drawback is what once it reached the upper temperature limit, it just shuts off. I mean, it will slow down first, but after it shuts off, and when it does, it just stops circulating the water. With the Chinese heater, it did keep circulating hot water in the system until it reached the lower threshold limit, and after it will restart heating process, which I found work way better for the heating. It is what it is. I cannot do any change of settings for this new heater. You know, the thing which I'm curious about is how noisy this thing is, because all previous 2 Chinese heaters were really noisy, and we had the feeling that we are in airplane when the heater is working, even if it's in basically an insulated engine room. Oh, what? What's going on? It's just all stop. Yay, we have a final startup. Finally. So, yep, the same airplane noise. Another thing. Here's our water flow. And the thing is, none of our controls is actually working. There is no water coming for any of those. The return pipe is cold, and I have no idea what's going on. With the old Chinese heaters, the pump would run at the maximum speed regardless of the temperature or conditions or whatever. It never adjusted itself. This means what even if the water wasn't fully heated, it still moved through the system at a full speed. The new heater takes it a little bit different. At the first I was skeptical, but now I see the advantage, because during cold startup, the pump operates at a way much lower speed, and this is why you can see what the water flow levels are way low, and I was super concerned what's going on. Why does this happen? Because it allows the water to heat up quickly. So the water is going slow through the heater and it heat up really quick. It's hot. The return is hot. This thing is hot. This thing is really hot. Okay, I guess it's fine. One more thing while we're still here. I noticed what exhaust temperature is more or less all time around 120 degrees, which is really good, because all Chinese heaters ramping exhaust temperature to 200 degrees something. Our last heater heated up exhaust to 240 or 250 degrees Celsius, which is insane. So 100 something, 120 degrees is really nice. Hello? Hello? Okay. It's not perfect. Nah, it's okay. Alright, speaking of Chinese heaters, this is air heater, and it's already eighth or 7th of our heaters which we're trying to use, and perhaps I'm going to replace it tomorrow for a new one, because I know what they last for usually 2 months. This one is already in operation for 3 months. I had to turn it off because I was installing this guy, and that's it. It is almost June, so today is May 31st, it's 12 degrees outside, it's rainy, and we're still using our heater. So it's been like 2 months already, something like that, more or less.
Exactly.
So the thing about this heater, so you can see it's still working. I have no idea how am I supposed to see how many hours on this thing, but it's still working fine.
But at the same time, this heater, Dima changed exactly after the video, like first part of the video was recorded. And this is already 2 months later, and the next heater died. So this one doesn't work anymore.
The thing what I can say for sure, it's, I don't know, it's kind of weird what the temperature of our heating loop is 80 degrees right now, and we cannot adjust it. Let's say the biggest downside so far, if we go to the shower, the hot water temperature is really hot, because our heat exchanger in water heater goes through the same heating system. So if we have heating, the heating also will heat our hot water, and in this case our hot water will be also 80 degrees, which is hot, like really hot. And it's a little bit more tricky to adjust water when you're in the shower. I don't like it. When it was 60 degrees, it was really comfortable because you could just open hot water and it would be just perfect temperature. You can just tweak a little bit and it's really nice. For now, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. We cannot adjust anything, but I honestly really like how it looks like. And actually exhaust pipe, remember at the beginning of the video I was showing, so now it looks like that, and it's kind of impressive. I mean, quality wise, everything still looks like brand new. So yeah, we will see how this heater gonna perform in the winter time, but so far it's working. I mean, it's summertime, it's hard to tell. We have like kind of cold days like today, and mostly we're using it nights, but it is what it is so far. So don't forget to subscribe or on our channel, check our Instagram, because we publish there a lot of cool stuff in real time which don't usually published here. Leave your comments about this heater. Which would you prefer, this one or the cheap Chinese one? I still kind of concerned with the Chinese one, maybe still makes sense. We'll see when this one is gonna die, but yeah, let us know in the comments, and see you in the next one.